So fucking have some of that, Scousers. Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig here. I'm Flying Pig United with another little stream for you. We're discussing all the latest United news of the day and the morning and the evening last night as well. We're going to get into it all right now today, guys, for a little rundown of what's going on at United today. But thank you for joining us, everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting there, folks. Couple of issues. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but a couple of issues. I did indeed spill this drink all over my desk and floor, and as well as a couple of other technical issues that happened. So forgive me, but we are here now. Thank you so much, indeed, for being here. Let's see who we've got in here. Ronnie Dodge, Old Dirty Benjo, James Weenan, Farquhar, Corrupt, Simon Almeida, Gungshi, Jim Watkins, John Adair, Ben, Shivan Kopan, Legma, Days Gone, Gungshi, Vutinator, Nas, K Cadet, Lewis, Abduli, Obuzi, Mark Nurse, James Weenan, Justa G, Munib Siddiqui, Alex, Chris Swift, Carlos Solis, Jay King, Quillan, Govender, JR Anonymous, Primot, KM, Rams Tomo, Adu-san, and everybody else as well. Thank you so much for joining us for the stream. Smash that like button, guys, at the start of the show. Give it a massive thumbs up. Also, share it around on social media if you want. I've pinned the tweet to the top of the live chat. A cheeky little retweet goes a long way, my friends. We will give you a shout out later on if you give us a retweet on Twitter. Please do. Right. Plenty to get into, guys. As I say, smash the like, get yourself involved in the chat as well. As we go throughout the show, we've got plenty to get into in regards to possible new sign-ins, and we're going to get into it all raw for you right here. But do have your safer out with dipping out of the chat, and we'll have a big old Q&A at the end of the show as well. Nice one, Vincent Bullock, 38 likes already. Get in there, my son. And hey, thank you, Enor. Yeah, I did have a little bit of a shave up, dude. I've trimmed up and don't look like so much like I'm drinking out of a brown paper bag on the streets now. So that's not too bad, is it? Not to say there's anything wrong with that, guys, if that's what you're into. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to get into the news now, folks. But thanks all for being here. So we're going to kick off with the big story of the day, really, which is Manchester United are expected to make another bid or table another official bid for Antony today. That is what the latest reports are anyway, or certainly if it's not today, then very, very soon indeed. But many different outlets reporting that is set to be a Manchester United Antony bid today. We've got various reports from people like Samuel Luckhurst that suggest that United are set to make a bid for Antony. And of course, we had an initial bid or one of our initial bids knocked back for 80 million euros. And they're looking for a significant amount more than that. We've already done a deal with them for Lisandro Martinez. We know that they're looking at Ziyech as well as a possible replacement. So things are hotting up, guys. You know, there's an expectation that United, should we go in and table another bid and obviously get Ajax on board, and then that it would happen pretty quickly, similar to that sort of Casemiro deal. So there's nothing to say that we couldn't see Antony at United very soon, as long as United have the bollocks to go in and actually bid for the guy. It's too much money, guys. We know this. I'm not going to get into the value of the deal because I think it's a shit value deal, to be honest with you, folks. For us, we're getting bent over. Even if it's 80 million euros, that's a bit too much. But 90 million, 100 million, now we're starting to get absolutely penetrated. So it's not a great value deal for Manchester United, but he is a great player potentially in the future anyway. Right now, he's still a player that will be coming over from the Eredivisie as a great prospect, Brazilian vibes, 9 caps, obviously clearly a very talented player, but with big expectation and also, still unproven in terms of the Premier League. What's he done yet? He hasn't won any Ballon d'Ors yet. Is he really worth 100 million? Crikey. Gungshi, thank you so much indeed there, bud, for the super chat. Everyone, let's get a cheeky little soo in there for Don Gungshi. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Really appreciate that. He comments and he says, Piggy's pork chops look like they've had a trim. Very smart and suave, Pig. Thank you very much, Gungshi. Well, I had to do something, mate, didn't I? I was starting to resemble Harry Maguire's career out there for a while, my friend. An absolute shoddy mess. So I'm sorting myself out now, Gungshi. Thanks for noticing, bud. I appreciate you. If only Man United would sort themselves out and get rid of the human slap, then that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Thank you, Gungshi. You're a bloody legend. By the way, guys, the new thumbnail, yes or no? Just let me know, honestly. The new thumbnail for the show, yes or no? Let me know. Let me know what you're saying. Alex getting that tongue face in there. Thank you for that, Alex. Primot says, sign him up, Murtagh, then go do one. I like your style, Primot. That's it. Well, see, the money-wise, it's not a good value deal for us, but we still need to get these players in there. Jay King says, yes. Gungshi says, hell yes. Yes, yes. New thumbnail's much better, says Mitch Clark. Nice. New thumbnail's dope. Get in there. Knocked 10 years off your pig, says Slim Reaper. Nice one, bro. Good stuff. Sorry, I was just testing the emojis. No worries, Alex. Well, thank you, guys. Definitely a good, glowing, positive review here, man. Shout out to Travadinho for the hookup of the thumbnail, as always. But thank you so much, guys, for the feedback there. That's good. Right, so we've got a bunch to get into. Let's get back into it. So Antony will be obtainable for Manchester United. Of course he will, if we're prepared to pay somewhere in the region of 100 million euros. It's a huge amount of money for a player who is still, in my opinion, reasonably unproven. Okay, he looks fantastic in the Eredivisie. He played in the Champions League, playing for Brazil. 9 caps, 2 goals. You know, he's doing well. He's doing well, the man. But 100 million euros. Come on. But anyway, let's just ask the live chat though. Do you think it's worth Man United spending 100 million euros on Antony? Yes or no? Let's have a little vote in the chat. But so there is an understanding that we might be able to get him for a little bit less than that though, because let's face it, his team is sort of pushing a move for Manchester United. There's plenty of opportunity for him here. He knows that with Ten Hag there, and so he wants to move himself desperately. So the player wants the move, his team want the move, and I think secretly Ajax want the move. They just want huge money for it, as much as they could possibly get. Lots of yeses getting in the live chat. Shivan says it's not my money. Steva says no. James says no. No says Irish 24. It is. I mean, it is a lot of money, and there's probably better ways to spend that amount of money. But to get Ten Hag his player, if we can do it anyway. You know, it's too much, guys. I just hope that we hear that Man United have agreed a fee with Ajax for somewhere in the region of 85 million euros, you know, and that this whole 100 million euro figure is just what they're chancing. You know, they're chancing their arm at it. But we did understand that they wanted 50 million for Lisandro Martinez, and in the end, they got a little bit more than that still. So, no, you know, negotiation-wise, Ajax, I think, are in a strong position. They know we want this player. They know Ten Hag wants to be reunited. And if we are going to go and sort of pick pieces out of off Ajax, we better compensate them. Westy05, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get a sue in there for Westy. Thanks so much. He says, is Antony even worth 100 million? I mean, the honest answer is no, he's not. I mean, in terms of actual value, he's probably worth about 50 million pounds. In my opinion, maybe a little bit more, I suppose, just the fact that he's got that extra premium for being a Brazilian who's going to be expected to feature in their side heavily over the next years. So he is, of course, an exciting player, and he had a very good season, but he's a 50 million pound player, which is about 60 million euros, yeah. So we'd be paying a premium of somewhere in the region of 40 million euros just to get this guy in. Doesn't really make sense, does it, when you could perhaps spend 60 million on a really good player and then another 40 million on another really good player. But there you go. Jeffers says it's his own fault. Should have got him with Martinez, says Jeffers. Hey, the Disablers, thank you so much there for subscribing to the channel, bro. If you're new to the channel, just like him, please do smash that subscribe button if you're new, and drop a thumbs up on this video if you're getting in here, guys. Help us boost up there on the algorithm by smashing that like button. It's free. Go ahead. Alex, thanks for your comment. He says, but if Ten Hag insists, then buy the player. After Monday, I think Ten Hag proved he knows what he's talking about. That's it. It's a lot of money, but to get Ten Hag his guy, I mean, at least it would show some sort of investment from the board, the owners, and, of course, the recruitment team actually having the bottle to go and do a deal like this. But I think it's got negatives to the deal. I think it brings a big load of expectation and pressure on his shoulders. I think it means that also, wow, I mean, he's getting so much so soon. He's a young kid, really, 22, coming to the Premier League. He hasn't proven anything for Manchester United yet, and I reckon they'll be giving him a meaty old contract as well to go along with that meaty old transfer fee. I mean, if you're a 100 million euro player, then you don't be playing for 140,000 a week. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. So, crikey, they're probably going to have Antony on 200 and 200 plus a week, you know, similar to sort of Rashford vibes. Those sorts of amounts of money, which is quite unbelievable, really, for a player who is still yet to be proven in the Prem. But look, he's a quality player, and if Man United want to get him and have him for the next years as he does develop into hopefully one of the world's best, then I guess we've got to get him now. We've got to get him now. So I'm still up for it, guys. I still want him, even if he is 100 million euros. Like we said, it's not our money. I just think maybe we could spend money better elsewhere. Cake Cadet, thanks so much for the £5 super chat, my son. Guys, get a sue in there for Cake. Thank you very much, my man. He comments and he says, Breaking. Madame Two Swords had commissioned a model of Slabby Maguire, but unfortunately ran out of wax when making his massive head. Oh, caking it, mate. Oh, dude, can they not just, like, melt down their Rick Wallace statue or something for the head? Thank you, Caking It. I appreciate you. That was a poor joke. I'm sorry, but thank you so much there. Caking It, you bloody legend. Thank you so much. Liao Antony says YouTube Jamaican. Super Cake says J King. Why bid more than 80 than Ajax themselves set 4 weeks ago? That's why Antony is striking. Well, there's a very good reason for that, Andreas Suter, and I hope you're doing well, Andreas, my friend. Long-time legend. No, the reason is, it's that they've already rejected one. So we did have a bid in for 80 million. Here's an update from Fabrizio Romano in regards to Antony. And as you can see, look, I mean, we talked about this previously, but there was an 80 million euro bid. 80 million euros bid that was rejected by Ajax. And it says this is the latest update from Fab from a couple of hours ago, by the way, which was responding to his tweet from last night. His tweet from last night reading, Antony insisting on his position with Ajax. He wants to join Manchester United as personal terms are already agreed since 1 week. Up to the clubs. #MUFC. All parties involved expect Man United to return with an improved proposal for Antony soon. Not officially submitted yet. And then 2 hours ago, he just added a little extra to that and said that both Ajax and Antony's side are waiting for Manchester United's new official bid since yesterday. New proposal is expected this week in order to push again for 80 million euros rejected. So, there's quite an update there from Fab that we are still working on it. We, of course, know that the situation with Ajax is, I think they are resigned to the fact they're going to lose him because they're already working on Hakim Ziyech as a replacement. Rams Tomo, thanks for the super chat there. He says, Piggy, what do you think of Jude Bellingham from Dortmund? Oh, what a player, mate. Absolutely looks a great player, man. Young, English, does well in the national team when we've seen him bossing up in the Bundesliga. I think, yeah, fantastic player. If only we could go and get a player like that. In reality, though, what we've probably done is gone and got Casemiro's 30 for, well, getting on for the sort of money that you'd have to pay for Bellingham. I think Bellingham's a hugely expensive player. And we've just given that money to Real Madrid, who will probably end up going to get this guy at some point, be using that Casemiro money. I don't think we're going to get him, bud, ever. But, maybe we're assuming if we win the league this season, I suppose maybe Jude Bellingham might want to come. But right now, there's too many clubs that are slightly ahead of us or further ahead of us right now that would want Jude Bellingham should he be available for the right price. He's hugely expensive, but I'd definitely take him, mate. He's so young and so good, and he just looks like an unbelievable talent, and he's only getting better, isn't he? So, yeah, definitely would have him, but I just don't see him being on the agenda right now. Rams Tomo, thank you so much, you bloody legend. But there you go. If you're going to spend that on, Antony, I suppose you could justify spending a similar amount on Bellingham. Hey, Chrissy J, what's going on? Says Bellingham be another 100 million euro player? Absolutely, he would. That's the problem with him. His value is just absolutely huge. Maybe if you're to do a deal with Cristiano Ronaldo, going in the opposite direction, guys. Right. So Fab Romano reported about an hour ago that Ajax and Chelsea have new round of talks scheduled to discuss Hakim Ziyech deal. He's considered priority target for Ajax, waiting for Man United's new bid for Antony, so still waiting for that. Ziyech had 2 meetings with Ajax board in the last 4 days. It's now time to discuss between the clubs. So, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realise that they're already lining up the signing of this player in order to, well, replace Antony should he leave and go to Manchester United. So I don't know if Ajax's resolve is going to be that strong on this Antony deal. I do not think they'll get 100 million euros for him. I could be wrong. But surely it will be somewhere in the middle of 80 and 100 million euros, like 90 million euros, like 80 million euros up front and 10 million euros down the line. Now, that's the sort of deal I guess we can live with. We can live with 100 anyway. It's not our money. But still, though, crikey, 100 million euros, Francie? Are we really going to get publicly bent over like that again? And have all that, expectation on the player as well. It's an absolute bloody calamity, guys, to spend that money on any one player right now. I don't like it at all. But hey, look, if we get him, I'll be happy. And if he's quality, I'll be even happier. But at the moment, crikey. Right. So Dortmund are a joke hipster club. Yeah, I mean, why would Ronaldo want to go there in all fairness? But also, report from Alice Crook that says Man United could bid again for Antony as early as today. Ajax board split on whether to sell. Would not rule out United signing both Antony and Gakpo. So just a report there suggesting that we're going in for a bid soon again. And just on the old Gakpo stuff, we'll get onto that in a minute actually. But just quickly before we do that, I mean, this is Antony responding to Lisandro Martinez. who posted on his Instagram in regards to the win against Liverpool. By the way, fuck off, Scousers! Get in there, my son! Come on, mate! Let's go! Buzzing, my son! Still, fucking feels good, doesn't it, guys? Yes! Finally to get one over on those Scouse melts. Anyway. But anyway, so Antony responded and said, go on, yeah, let's get some of those in there. Anyway, hold that, loser pool, says Chris Ryan. Got it there, man. Right, guys, so getting absolutely beautiful scenes at Old Trafford the other day. But look, Antony responded on Lisandro Martinez's post and simply said, go on, love hearts, applause emoji, you know? So what's this all about? This guy just desperate to play for Man United, isn't he? He wants to come and play with his old mate Lisandro for his old boss Eric and come and smash up some fools at Man United. Yeah, baby, says Jalen. Take that, you dirty skip rat, says Gunshi. Hey, FCG, what's going on, bud? I hope you're good, man. What's going on with Maguire? We'll get onto that in a little bit, actually, FCG. We've got some discussions there. Zayn Miassi with a $17.99 super chat. Dudes, that's a raw one. Let's get a raw emoji in there for Zayn Miassi. Let's have a look at this delusional super chat. Zayn, let's see what he's saying. I can almost predict it already. Okay, I couldn't predict this one. I couldn't predict this one, actually. He said, Pig, they are making a remake of The Fly that had Jeff Goldblum. This time it's called The Slab. DiCaprio goes into the transportation pod with a slab hidden inside and comes out the other pod looking like Maguire. Oh my goodness me. Dude, which is a scarier prospect? the actual Fly movie or that? I don't know. But crikey, bud. That's obscene. Thank you so much, Sammy for getting in there with that. Let's get some fucking love heart emoji in there for Zane. But yeah, Zane, you know, yeah, whatever, mate. Arsenal was shite still, bud. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I like that, though. That's a good one. So Antony posted that in regards to Lisandro Martinez, and I think that obviously, yeah, you know, he's wanting to come. And a report here from the Laurie Whitwell. Via Laurie Whitwell, at least via United Plug, that says that Cody Gakpo now represents an alternative of Antony. PSV is thought to be open to a sale at 50 million euros. It's believed Man United will get one or the other, but some ambitious feel they may have a chance to get both. Rams Tomo, thanks for your super chat, buddy. Says, what kind of player is Antony? And is he as good as Vinicius Jr., says Rams Tomo? Well, Antony is a very skillful winger, very skillful, creator, but also a goal scorer. I think he got like 8 goals, 4 assists last season in 20-something appearances in the Eredivisie. So, you know, he's a goal-scoring wide player. And in terms of like all the tricks or the Brazilian skill and flair that you'd hope to have from a Brazilian player, he's got them. You know, he's also maybe got a little bit of shithousery about him as well, which we like. A la Bruno Fernandez, Tony Martial against the Scousers, wasting time, you fucking legends, you know? You need a bit of shithousery sometimes. But no, look, he's an exciting winger. He's somebody that's going to come in and, I guess, either challenge Sancho and give us proper depth on that right-hand side, or will probably take Sancho's place, and then you might see Sancho switch out the other side, or you might see both of them playing either side at times. You know, we have got Rashford still here who had a good game. It really does depend. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've already got Sancho, and if Sancho's fit, don't we want him on that right-hand side? Unless we're going to plan on playing Sancho on the left as an inside forward and Rashford at top as striker long-term, which did work the other day for us against Liverpool, but is that an answer long-term going forward? Well, I mean, the previous history would suggest that him at number 9 is not the best, but there you go. Rotation, says Chris Ryan. So there's nothing wrong with having quality and depth and, of course, strength in depth. That is what you need at United. So, yeah, another tricky, quality, skillful winger who can score goals and create, just like Jadon Sancho, really, you know, is that sort of player who's a powerful, quick, but, Antony's very skillful, maybe a bit more lightweight than Sancho, but certainly, a skillful player who's going to be able to beat people, who's going to be able to score your goals. So I'm expecting him to be very good for Man United, give us quality and depth, and also give us options for different things. Like, you can all of a sudden, if Rashford's injured or if somebody's not playing well on the left, you can just stick Jadon out there and have him play on the left. You can do stuff like that once you've got Antony in here. So, that would be nice. But Cody Gakpo, is believed to still be on Man United's agenda. Obviously, they're playing a Champions League game tonight, I think it is, isn't it? Which will determine their qualification, etc. However, Man United are waiting for all that to be done before we're supposedly tabling a bid. And that's what's happening, guys. We're working on these couple of deals, it seems. Maybe if the Antony deal was just too expensive for us in the end, we will go for Cody Gakpo as an alternative. But there's still, I guess, an understanding we could go and get both. We should go and get both. But if we could only get one, then, I guess... Well, I don't know. I mean, Gakpo represents such good value. His value is probably in the region of about £40 million. That's how much it would take to get this guy. Whereas Antony, he's upwards of £85 million. So it's more than double the amount of money for Antony than it is Gakpo. Yet Gakpo's statistics last season in the Eredivisie were doubly as impressive as Antony's. And he's only 23. So really the answer is to go get both of these guys. There's no excuse not to get both. But let's just ask the live chat very quickly. Do you think, not what you want, but do you think Man United will go ahead and go and get Antony? Or will we get Gakpo? Or will we get both? Or neither, I suppose. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you, Vutinator. He says, smash a like on the video for the pig. Yes, guys, if you're just joining us, please do smack a thumbs up on this video. Get your opinions in here. Anthony Rajat says, Antony and Gakpo in. Bo says AMG. Bo says Vinny Bullock. Bo says Tyler. Gakpo still a no, says David Srinivasan. Bo says J King. Bo says Madhouse. Bo says Rajat. Bo says Chris Koo. Bo says Chris Chatfield. Anthony says Anor. Oh, nice one, Vincent. We got 150 likes. Get in there, my son. Break out the red panties. And Anthony, maybe Gakpo says the Vutinator. Both says Mark Nurse. Both says Rajon. Both says Gary Rhodes. Thank you so much for getting your opinions in, guys. Yeah, I mean, there's still a good chance that Man United could go and get both of them, I suppose, especially if Ajax are prepared to actually have a reasonable negotiation, with us, because 100 minutes is just a bit too much. So they're lining up Gakpo maybe as an alternative, or we could still be going to get him as well as Antony. Here's another report via Fabrizio Romano from the Here We Go podcast, where he's discussing the Gakpo situation, and he said that Cody Gakpo is prepared to say yes. Everything's ready on the player side. Man United knows that Gakpo's ready to say yes to their project, no problem on personal terms. So it seems pretty clear that Gakpo would be very interested in joining Man United. PSV would be prepared to sell him, it seems, for the right price. It doesn't mean they're desperate to sell him, because he's obviously a quality player. In fact, we've got comments here from PSV manager and former Manchester United player and absolute legend, Ruud van Nistelrooy, who we could do with right now, that's for sure. He's been speaking on Cody Gakpo, and he said there are a lot of rumours since a long time. It's clear we'd love to keep Gakpo here at PSV. He's never changed his attitude in training after the rumours. That's so good for a young player. So, look, Van Nistelrooy is saying what he wants to say, saying what he needs to say, really, that they want to try and keep him because he's a quality player. But Ruud van Nistelrooy, if he's got to lose his player to anybody, he's happy to see Manchester United take his lad on. Come on. 0 Degrees, thanks so much for the $5 super chat, you legend, man. What's going on, broski? He says, it's news of Man United signing more players that make Zayn wake up sweating in the middle of the night. I think so too. They've had a wicked start. They've signed some players themselves. But that Casemiro signing's put a cat amongst the pigeons, really, because I think, look at that performance from us the other day. If we can get that intensity back, but add Casemiro to it, get Scotty out and add Casemiro in there, man, we're looking a lot better already. And if we can add one or two more classy players like Antony, Gakpo, who knows, then certainly we're going to have a much better team capable of attacking the season, aren't we? Thank you so much there, 0 Degrees, bro. Let's get a sue in there for the lad. Hey, Don Piglioni, what's going on, Don Piglioni? How you doing, man? He says, let's make a TV series where you create my avatar and one night I become real. I then join the mob and take over United by dealing with the Glazers. Don Piglioni, you come to me on the eve of Manchester United signing Antony, and you ask me to make a video for money. Dude, I don't know what you're on about, but I hope you're having a great day, though, Don Piglioni. Thank you so much for getting in it, pal, with that one. Let's get another sue in there for him. Right. Okay, legends among us. Right, folks, so let's continue with the news then. I've got plenty more to get into. So Ruud van Nistelrooy on Gakpo. Gakpo's looking good. We're expecting we're going to be tabling a bid after tonight because of the Champions League game, of course, and then we'll probably be able to get him quite easily. So there's no concerns, no worries about us being able to get Gakpo. Okay, on to the little bit of news we got about James Garner, folks. So Everton are in discussions with Man United over a move for James Garner, apparently. I think that he's a good player, and I don't want him to see him go. There's certainly players ahead of him that I would rather see go. Shotty McShotbag Tomini himself. So there's plenty of players I would rather see go. Don't really see the need to sell Jimmy Garner right now. But look, if he's not going to play at United, we are signing new midfielders. Casemiro's just come in. Is there really going to be any game time for Jimmy Garner at this football club? We've got Fred, Donny, Ericsson, Casemiro. Who knows, we might even sign another midfielder before the end of the window. You never know. So I don't think the opportunities are really going to be there for Jimmy Garner. So in all fairness, maybe something like a loan move makes sense, with an option to buy maybe. But right now, I still rather see other players go ahead of him. But there you go. It's not really a big deal, I suppose. We've signed Casemiro. It's a shame we're not giving youngsters the opportunities to develop, and we're playing tried and tested guff merchants like Scotty McScottbag. But what would you do, guys, in regards to Jimmy Garner? Keep, loan, or sell? Keep, loan, or sell? I mean, with Casemiro coming in, I probably would just look to loan him out this season, see what he can do again. He had a good season last season on loan at Notts Forest. Why couldn't he have another good season for a lower Premier League team and prove himself to everyone that he can do it in the Premier League? Keep, says the Vutinator. Keep, says Thomas. Loan, says Agrippa and John Adair. Keep, says Leanne Reeson. Loan, says Madhouse. Ember Glance, what's going on, my son? Loan, says J King. Loan, says M and Chris. Keep or loan, says Francois. So, yeah, look at that. That tells a story, really. Nobody wants to see him sold because he is a good player. Loan to a Premier League team, says J King. Yeah. Sell for 20 mil, says Andreas Suter. Okay, so he thinks we should sell, but most people are happy to give Jimmy Garner some opportunities for the future, at least. Let's try and develop him a bit. All players develop at different ages. He's 21. That's not old. With a season in the Premier League, he could actually be a really good player. So he looks like he's possibly going to be going out soon, though, folks. So Jimmy Garner, I think he should be given chances, but that's looking likely. Also, look at this. A couple of hours ago, Olympique Marseille will cover the main part of Eric Bailly's salary, and buy clause included in the deal will be worth around 10 million euros. Deal's already completed with Man United. Bailly is currently undergoing medical tests. Then he will sign his Olympique Marseille contract. So look at that. There is Eric Bailly pictured in Marseille, and it looks like Olympique Marseille will cover the main part of Eric Bailly's salary. I don't really know what that means. It doesn't mean all of it, does it? But it looks like they'll be paying a significant amount for his wages in the deal. Surely they'll be paying his base salary, I guess, anyway. In the deal will be worth around 10 million euros. So not a huge amount of money for Eric Bailly. They'd be getting themselves a good player. Let's get some bye-bye emojis in there, some applause emojis in there. Look, he's tried at Man United. I actually rate Eric Bailly higher than most of the guff merchants we've got at the back, to be fair. Thing is, though, he is injury prone. He's just never really going to be that stalwart in the team. That's the reality. So it's sad, but Eric Bailly is parting ways with United probably for good. If they make it into the Champions League, then they've got an obligation, I believe, to buy him. There's a buy clause included, so 10 million euros, it's a good deal for them to get a player like that. I'm sure it'll absolutely smash up the Farmers League. But the Farmers League's probably a decent destination for him because he is an injury-prone player, and the easier he can take it, the better over there. Biggest mistakes is Mr. Leo G. So, yeah, fair enough. So let's have a vote on Eric Bailly very quickly. Do you think we should have kept, so put keep, or sold Eric Bailly in the live chat? What do you think? Keep or sell Eric Bailly? I'd have probably rather have kept it and sold somebody else. That's my honest opinion. But hey, look, he's injury prone, so I'm not too bothered about it. He's not really a first team key player for us, unfortunately. He could have been. Sal says Nick Knack, Sal says Vinny Bullock and Caleb Gamer, Keep says Kate Connect, Keep says Dizzy, Keep says Dave, Keep says Cousin Groy Play, Keep says Matthew Smith, Sal says Money. So a lot of people are putting Keep in the live chat. Still, I think maybe 50-50 Sal, 50. But the thing is, with Eric Bailly, is he is definitely a good defender. He's quick, he's powerful, he's strong, he's good in the air, good in the tackle, good positioning, largely, apart from, set pieces and stuff. Sometimes he's a bit of a melter, goes in cloud cuckoo land sometimes and does lose concentration sometimes. But I still think he's a better all-round defender than somebody like Harry Maguire. He might not have the ball playing ability, but he's a good, solid, strong defender. He's a limited defender, but he's a strong, good defender. So, yeah, we've lost a good player there, guys, really. We've kept a human Slabinator, Slabo Maguire, as our player, and we've essentially got rid of a decent option for us. We still got Phil Jones at the football club. Phil Jones is still here. I guess he could still do a job for us in Europa League and League Cups and stuff like that, but fuck me, Phil Jones still here. Report here, so Eric Bailly's gone. Yeah, Phil Jones is still here, John Adair. I know, it's ridiculous, man. So look at this. James Ducker, though, reporting that Ten Hag has told his 4 leading centre-halves that he'll be operating a rotation policy. For Harry Maguire, the captaincy no longer offers the protection it once did, and this presents the biggest fight of his Man United career. So I hope this is absolutely true. We saw Harry Maguire in his new best position the other day, playing fucking bench, man, centre bench. He was playing a centre bench, and he looked good at centre bench, in all fairness. I was quite happy with his contribution, guys. But, you know, actually playing at centre back is fucking rubbish. So, you know, quite happy to see him out of the team, quite happy to see somebody else captaining the side. Look at Bruno Fernandez the other day. Tenacity, shithousery, anything prepared to win. I mean, look, you don't love to see it. You don't love to see a player going, oh, my eye, my eye, my eye, when somebody's fucking breathed on him, or falling over and trying to win a penalty, which he did, with shithouse diving tactics, or, you know, or the time wasted, which I fucking loved. To be honest with you, I loved that. But the rest of it, you know, you don't really like to see it. We don't really want to see diving and fanning around and all that sort of theatrics and drama and that sort of stuff. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of a shithouse as your captain, because look, that's how winning's done. In all fairness, folks. In all fairness, like, that's it. If you've got a bit of an edge to you, if you're determined to win by any means necessary, then, well, that means you're more likely to win. His eye's always getting injured. I know, Chris Cooey's always going, oh no, my eye, my eye. Bruno Fernandez must have like a fucking glass eye by now, the amount of times he's hit his eye. But yeah, I agree. So, you know, we are working on maybe playing other defense. I just want to make take a moment to say, though, that I think that defensive performance the other day against Liverpool was the best we've seen for a long time. And if you look at the back line, that back line should not change for the next game. Malassia was absolutely formidable, pocketing the likes of Salah and Alexander-Arnold throughout. Okay, Salah did get a bullshit goal there, but, you know, he's pocketed him throughout the whole of the game. And it was a very impressive, dominating performance by Tyrone Malassia. And he's only 22, he's still a kid. I mean, what a great signing that is. Ten Hag's done well bringing him into the club for a cheap amount of money. He was so good. And then next to him, you know, Lisandro Martinez, the butcher, just slicing up those Liverpool steaks like there's some full-on aged meat. You know what I mean? Like there's some full-on dry-cured aged meat going on there. That Liverpool side, not the best Liverpool side. They looked shite, in all fairness. But still, they are a cloppy Liverpool side, and Man United made them look shite. And that's because of like players like Martinez just absolutely bullying them and bossing them and just not putting a foot wrong throughout the entire game. He was exceptional. And next to him, Rafael Varane and Diego Dallo. I mean, he almost goes by the wayside in this one because of just how unbelievable the performances of, say, Malassia and Martinez were. But let's credit Dallo for his performance the other day. I still don't necessarily rate him, but you can see what's happened now. He's got Varane next to him. There's a proper back four there. He looked solid as a damn rock, and he was proper in their faces, proper working hard, both defensively, getting forward and stuff. Like, Dallo put in a real shift, and I respect that, and I like that. So he should keep his place in the team as well because, well, he's earned it with that performance. He showed guts, and he showed a bit of character and quality. So that's what we want to see. We want to be rewarding these good players. So we should keep the same back four. And, you know, Maguire can sit on centre bench again because he's just better there. J. King says, Dallo, amazing. MKTV, what's going on? Welcome in, bro. Hope you're a good lad. Primot Malassi was fantastic. Guys, who do you think was the defender of the match in that game? It's so tough to choose, isn't it? Dallo was fantastic. You know, Varane was like the glue that held everything together, in all fairness. And then Martinez was just like this aggressive butcher, just getting out speedily to everybody, just in your face, pressing, closing them down like a maniac. He was absolutely brilliant. And Malassia, wow. Martinez. Virgil van Dijk, says John. Malassia says fire up. Martinez says Chris. Martinez. Then Varane. Yeah, great shout. So most people said Martinez. I think I did give my man of the match to Martinez. Malassia was also equally as impressive, if you ask me. But that's it. That back four fills me with a lot of confidence. Because, look, their quality, there was no issues with Martinez's height in that game either, was there? He's played like a 6'7" beast. So he really did have a great game. That defence was so solid and tough to beat against a good Liverpool side. That's the back line we should play with for a while now. Hashtag Maguire out, guys. Hashtag Maguire out, and also hashtag Luke Shaw out. Those two can play patty cake with each other, go and get their fucking easy bake oven out from the fucking office, and they can start cooking up some pies for themselves to eat throughout the games. They'll like that anyway. They don't give a toss. They clearly don't want to fucking play anyway. Especially that pie lover Luke Shaw. He's just got his eye on his next Frey Bentos. So this guy, you know, he needs to be dropped. Luke Shaw needs a reality check. Malassi is actually better than him, it seems, right now. Luke Shaw's 26 and he's had all this time, 7 years at United to develop in the Premier League as well, and Southampton before for a little bit, and he's had plenty of time to develop. And he's shite, lads. He's not as good as he should be. He's bang average in all fairness. He's still a good player. We've seen him have a good season under Ollie. Yeah, nice one. That's not good enough. It needs to be week to week to week. Intensity, working hard, stripping that weight, showing you're a professional, my son. Why are you a stone overweight, lad? Why are you, adding extra lard to Frey Bentos pies when you cook them, mate? What is that all about? Why is this guy, lazy as fuck? I don't know. But a lot of our players did seem lazy previously, right? And then for the first time in a long time, in that game against Liverpool, they seemed intense. They seemed like they were working. They seemed like they were really prepared to fight tooth and nail for every ball. And that's what the mentality you need to have. Not no pie lovers mentality of this football club, unfortunately. So, hashtag Shaw and Maguire out. Definitely, guys. Hashtag Malacia Martinez in. Definitely. So that centre-back pairing as well fills me with confidence. We haven't had a good centre-back pairing here, well, for a long time. And probably since, let's face it, Rio and Vidic. Don't come at me with Smalling and Jones or, anything like that. We have definitely struggled since those days. So maybe this could just be the start of it. It's only one good game against a good opposition, but it was a very impressive display and it shows a lot of potential. And that's like the first game that back four's properly played together, guys. So if they do cement some sort of understanding, they could really be a quality back line for us, I think. So we'll see. We need to bring that intensity and those levels of desire and work rate every single game, though, because we didn't see them against Brentford and Brighton. We saw, them get outran against teams like Brentford. 13.8 kilometres extra they ran. It's understood that Eric Ten Hag made them run that in training. But you know what? Eric Ten Hag also did it himself. So he did it himself, apparently. He's absolutely shanked. That's what the reports are, guys. It's great leadership, isn't it? It's like, lads, you're getting beasted today because you didn't perform against Brentford. You're a bunch of shithouses. You're running 13 kilometres right now. But and they were like, oh, fuck, He's like, yeah, I didn't do my job either because I selected the fucking slab. So I'm going to run the 13 kilometres myself as well. How do you like them apples? And they're like, oh, okay then, boss. You're a fucking leader, my son. You're a leader. But it is good leadership from Eric Ten Hag doing that sort of stuff. These are the reports that are coming out. It's like, I remember seeing this, there's this video I saw the other day, this Royal Marine Commando test or something where they've got to jump off this fucking massive cliff onto this like stack in the sea and there's loads of rocks and shit like that and it's fucking massive drop. And the guy just goes, the leader goes, right, you got to jump over it. He just fucking jumps over there with no ropes on. They're all wearing ropes. And he jumps over there with no ropes on. He's like, just like that. There you go. So, it's like, that's great leadership. Show him how to do it. So he's bringing the intensity levels up. He's hopefully increasing the work rate of the team. We ran a heck of a lot more. We worked a lot harder against Liverpool. And it was evident because we wanted the game more than them. That's why we won. And Ten Hag's right in what he said after the game. It's because of attitude. We didn't win the game necessarily because of, technique or skill or class and stuff like that. There was definitely some of that on display too. Certainly Sancho's goal was a joy to behold, and we certainly did play well at times. But the attitude was the reason we won that game. We wanted it more than them. There was the intensity there, and you could just see it. So that's the sort of intensity United need to bring every single game. Get in there, my son. Slab is Eustace as captain, says fire up. Hey, thank you, Vutinator. He says smash that like for the pig. Thank you, Vuti. Guys, you know how many likes we're on? 197. We're only 3 likes away from the big 200. So everyone, do us a massive favour. Take a second to smash that like on it. Who's going to be the 200th liker? Let us know in the chat. Also, it does boost us up there on the algorithm and help us compete with those clickbait wankers and charlatan corporation channels. So if you enjoy this independent community fan channel, make sure you smash that thumbs up button on it and get yourself subscribed. If you're new to this channel as well, guys, we're almost at 65,000 subscribers. We're very close. We're like 100 and I can't remember, 50, 60 away or something. So if you guys are new to the channel, please do smash that subscribe button as well. Get yourself involved. We're on here daily anyway, giving you all the latest United news in a no BS, no bullshit way. So please do have your say. Oh, thank you, Big Bear. This great thumbnail, bro. Oh, I'm glad you like it, dude. Thank you so much there, Big Bear. Appreciate you. Hope you're good today as well. Should we bring in another midfielder if indeed Frenkie de Jong is not available? Okay, Aaron Siri, let's get into that for a second, bud. So, we talked about the centre-backs. I think that it's fair that Varane and these guys need to go. Just before we do move on, Fabrizio Romano 7 hours ago tweeting that there is no negotiations ongoing between Manchester United and Chelsea for Harry Maguire. He's expected to stay at Manchester United and fight for his place. Fuck off, Slabbo! No different plans on club side too. Chelsea position always the same. They want Wesley Fofana. Nobody else is going to pay Harry Maguire 180k a week, I don't think. But anyway, even if there was a club that comes in, I don't know, Leicester City or someone, then I guess it could happen. If I'm Harry Maguire right now, I am majorly concerned. Just think about the current situation with Slabbo Maguire, really, where he's the captain. He was the captain. He's the main man, the big bollocks around town. He thinks he can do what he wants, fight police, do what he wants, I'm just kidding, but, he's the captain, he's the big bollocks, and all of a sudden, Man United have gone and signed Martinez, we've now got Varane, we've still got other centre-backs at the football club as well, and Lindelof, in my opinion, would be favoured ahead of Slabby Maguire for me, and especially in a Ten Hag setup. So Ten Hag's come in, potentially with different style as well. Like in certain games, okay, against Liverpool, we were a counter set up quite a lot as well. But in other games, we will be very much on the front foot with the ball, and the other team will be the team that's going to be very much defending against us. So we need somebody that can actually handle the break of the opposition, and that's not Slabby Maguire. So Slabby Maguire, his place is in question. There's not a 100% guarantee he's going to play that regularly. So Slabby Maguire's gone from having a guaranteed starting place in the squad under all the managers, no matter how shit he is, to hopefully, and when I say hopefully, I mean hopefully, because we've only seen him bench for one game, but hopefully going to be at least, the very least, a squad rotation sort of player to come in and play certain fixtures, but most of the time he's going to be on the fucking bench, certainly against the big boys and stuff, because he's slow as a melt. So hopefully we'll see, these guys completely take the positions at centre back, because I know what Harry Maguire's capable of doing. I don't think he is the standard that we need, even as a backup. So there's no point keeping him. And from his point of view, doesn't he want to be playing for like England? Will Harry Maguire get in the England setup? Probably will, because Southgate's a melt and just picks his mates. But will he get in the England setup if he's not playing regularly for Manchester United for this coming World Cup? It's a bit of a question mark over that one. Plus he's been shite. Plus he is shite. And so therefore, if I was Harry Maguire, I would maybe be thinking about, if another team came in for an offer, being prepared to go. So Fab reports here that he wants to fight for his place at United, and that there's no truth in this Chelsea situation. There's no negotiations going at the moment. But if there was a team to come in, who knows? I guess a deal could be done, because Maguire is going to be concerned with the situation at United, and he probably wants to play. Yeah, that's it. He needs to hand in a transfer request. Now that would be amazing, J King. Yeah, Mag says they can sell Harry Maguire to the Red Lion Sunday team. Good shout, mate. They could do with it. Maguire can come and work in the new Lego store here in Dublin as mascot, says Matthew Smith. See, everybody in the live chat really does hold Harry Maguire in a very high regard. He's going to go down in mythical legend with the likes of Robbo and Keano as captain of Manchester United. Oh, no, wait. He's going to go down in history as a breeze block who somehow was given the armband and somehow kept it for a fucking decent amount of time as well. But enough is enough, guys. Just like the Glazers shithouses out of this football club, I want to get Harry Maguire off the captaincy. Look, we might not be able to get rid of him right now, but I think, look at that captain's performance by Bruno the other day. It was just much better to have him as the captain, because he had intensity, shithousery about him, and he sort of grows in that role. I think if some players, when you've got the armband, they grow in the role. Bruno Fernandez needed a game where he wasn't absolutely shite, to be fair, and he was good, and he was tenacious, and he was intense, and he worked super hard, like he always does, but he's actually effective for a change, because he's been a bit poor recently. But that was a good display. He didn't steal the show in the game, but he put in a very intense, awesome leader's performance. That's what you want. Slabbo Maguire's done it a couple of times here and there, but most of the time he's a letdown. Most of the time he lets us down, and Bruno seems to grow into the role. Like, if he's got the armband, that's it. Bruno Fernandez's bollocks get inflated by about 3 times the size, and he's going out there with fucking big old cojones. His walk changes, his posture changes. He's trying to deal with these space opera testicles that he's got all of a sudden because he's leading out the fucking greatest club in the history of England. He's got the armband on and he's fucking loving it. Whereas Slabo Maguire, aka Mr. Relegatione, Mr. Hull City, Mr. Sheffield United, Mr. fucking Melt, Slabo Maguire, he shrivels up Tiny Testicle Sack when he's out there in the tunnel. That's it. Timmy Tiny Testicles is like playing on a fucking cold December night every single fucking game with Slabo Maguire leading you out. He is not the type of player that grows into the position. He's the type of player that shrinks when he's out there with the captain's armband. Maybe if he didn't have the armband, he would be a better player. He'd have less pressure on him. But right now with the armband, he's shite. So, I mean, I don't think with the armband, without the armband, the only armband he'd probably perform better with is indeed one of those swimming armbands to stop him from fucking drowning. Those are the only ones that he's going to perform better with. Otherwise, he's just not good enough for me. Sorry to say. That's my opinion. Slab out. Okay, yeah, Bruno Big Bollocks, exactly Chris Chatfield. You could see the size of him, mate, during the game. That sounded a bit wrong, didn't it? But, you know, I wasn't checking anything out. You know what I mean, though. His bollocks were on display, figuratively. Okay, so, right, guys, so just, yeah, fuck Maguire, forget the centre-backs. We've got now a new defence, hopefully. Hopefully they continue on as they can, as they should, right? As they should. And Slabby Maguire doesn't play that much. And there is a sense of rotation, like Fab says, that there's a, you know, he wants to fight for his place, but really, we don't want him to fight for his place. Okay, little bit of a report here this morning that confirmed by the best United sources, Simon Stone and Laurie Whitwell, United's hunt for Frenkie de Jong is finished. He will not sign for us this summer. So, just, I'm not going to dwell on this too much, because I feel like we discussed Frenkie de Jong quite a lot, quite enough throughout our lives already. So, but there is a little bit just in regards to this deal with Frenkie de Jong apparently being dead in the water now. We'll see. There was still some thoughts and some opinions that we could be going back in for Frenkie de Jong to try and get him as well. But it looks like if we're spending, you know, 70 million on Casemiro, which we've done, and then also potential 100 million on Antony, and then there's still this Gakpo link as well. Well, it doesn't really make realistic sense to, you know, get Frenkie de Jong as well. I mean, we should do, but if we had ambition, we would, but knowing this United side, we won't. And we're pretty much like exactly Jay King says, we're sick of de Jong now. The whole saga has just raged on too long. I mean, we could just, now we've got Casemiro, who's going to sort out our number 6 position. He's going to sort out our central defensive midfield. Why don't we go and try and get, you know, Yuri Tielemans or somebody of this description now? There's other players that are still linked to United, Milinkovic, Savic, plenty of top quality players available. It doesn't have to be Frenkie de Jong. The problem about getting Frenkie de Jong is you've got to deal with those Barcelona shithouses, and they don't even want to pay their players. So, you know, just talking about it right now doesn't make sense until there's some sort of news about, oh, Barcelona have finally settled up what they owe Frenkie and they're prepared to genuinely sell him in order to rebalance things. Then what's the point of even speaking to Barcelona? They're a bunch of tosspot time wasters. There's no point dealing with them. Yeah, that's it. Or Ruben Neves. Or Ruben Neves is a good shout as well. Gungshi says, yes, Pig, I agree. That's it. I mean, as much as he is a great player that Ten Hag clearly wants, Ten Hag knows him, loves him, wants him in the team. He would have been a great Ten Hag signing. But it's actually kind of out of our hands a little bit here. We can try and convince them, I suppose, by paying extortionate money, but why should we? They're the ones that owe him money. They're the ones who've got themselves in a gash financial situation. And if they want to actually, they've got to settle this guy up anyway. At some point in the future, they've got to owe him, pay him what he's owed. So once they've paid him what he's owed, then maybe Man United can do the deal. But we can't pay what they owe him for them. That's not on the card. So fuck them. And they're already asking for quite a bit of money anyway. We've seemingly spent that money on Casemiro anyway. So now we can go for somebody else. I look a little bit like Maguire, says Mags. You know what, Mags? Banned. I'm just kidding. Don't ever say that to me ever again. Watching Gakpo against the Gers tonight. Oh, nice there. Ooh. John Adair, good luck to you, bro. Hopefully he tears you up, though. Can't think of a replacement for Frenkie. Probably Pedri, says Ember Glance. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get Pedri. We're not going to get Pedri, but, I mean, look, there are replacements or at least alternatives for Frenkie de Jong. So we've got Casemiro now. We could quite easily go and get a Ruben Neves, or there is somebody like, you know, Milinkovic Savic. Certain players like this could do the trick. Make de Jong staying at the mess. Yeah, Trooper says bedtime storybook de long ago. Exactly, that's right, Trooper. It is like that, isn't it? Cheeky bastard, says Chris Chatfield. Thank you, Jabba, says, well said, Piggy. Cheeky feckers wanting other clubs to pay his wages. I think that's what it came down to, really. They're like, yeah, we'll do a deal with you. But then they just leave us hanging in the hope that, look, they can squeeze a good bit more money out of us. I think that's exactly what happened, because we actually did increase our initial offer already once. We'd supposedly had an offer on the table of 60 million plus 20, and then that went to 70 plus 10. And so they were probably, 65 plus 20, and then 75 plus 10, or some shit like that. And then they're just clearly asking for more money, it seems. They're a bunch of tossers. But yeah, hopefully they do actually have some issues coming up. I mean, there's some reports that they're being investigated for financial fair play breaches. They're one of 20 clubs that are being investigated currently right now. So we'll see, but usually those things come to nothing because palms get greased. Look at the City situation. They're a disgrace, what they've done over the last decade with their breaching of financial fair play, and yet they just made it all go away, didn't they, as well? Tossers. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen with Barcelona. You know, they don't seem to have these repercussions, because the reality of the situation is there's so many looking horrible, greedy bastards in the world of football. You know, just look at FIFA, look at UEFA, some of these organizations. That's all you need to know, my friends. So, you know, I'm pretty sure a golden handshake can make a lot of these problems go away for some of these football clubs. That's what it seems to me from the outside anyway. And Barcelona certainly seem like the sort of shithouse football club that may get involved in that sort of thing. So, right, folks, let's get into the rest of the news, guys. We're going to have a big Q&A in a bit as well. But, yep, so, you know, De Jong saga, that's pretty much done. You know, happy with that. Don't really want to be discussing him anymore. It's just boring, and we could easily go and get somebody else in midfield, and that would benefit us just the same. Like, he is a good player, but look, so's Ruben Neves. He might not be quite as good, but he's still a great quality player. Or we could go and get somebody else who is just as good. There's other options out there. We don't have to go and pay 100 million euros for Frenkie de Jong as well. There is another link here as well. So there are sources that indicate, this was late last night anyway, indicate that Man United would be willing to bid for Memphis Depay to form a part of their attack. United's offer could be around 10 million euros. The player had reached an agreement to terminate his contract with Barcelona. So, guys, would you take Memphis Depay for 10 million euros at Manchester United? Yes or no? I don't think this is going to materialise anyway, but because, you know, he is linked to several different football clubs anyway, isn't he? And there's other, you know, there's other chances of teams like Juventus and various different teams that could be buying him. But would you take it for 10 mil? Yes, says Sanale Madlala. No, says Madhouse. Depay won't go to United, says John. Well, maybe he will with Ten Hag there and some Dutch vibes there. No more De Long, otherwise red carded, says Truba. Yes, says Vincent. No, says Fire Up. No, says Walkenstone. You take Depay. Yes, says K Cadet. Ruben Neves is nowhere near as good as Mark Nurse. I mean, he's not as good as Frenkie de Jong, I agree, but he's also super solid in the Premier League, and he's young, and he's getting better. No, says Golden Merlin. No, says Oki. No, says Antony and Gakpo. No, Antony and Gakpo, says Daniela. Yeah, defo 10 mil all day, says Mags. For 10 mil, yeah, says Chris Koo. Maybe, says Gangshi. So for that amount of money, it's not really a risk, is it, folks? I mean, it's just like us essentially going out there and getting a type of like an Odion Nagalo type signing. When we signed Odion Nagalo, okay, that was a loan, but, you know, it's just a short-term fix. This is what Memphis Depay would be as well for us, really. He'd be playing a rotationary role, backing up the striker, backing up the left winger. You know, he is versatile in that sense. So, look, if we could get him for 8 million quid, 10 million euros, I think it would be a pretty decent acquisition because there's not much risk involved. Thing is, though, he's already been here at Manchester United once and it was a flop. But maybe he could right the wrongs of that horrible, cursed season by coming to United now under a new era and actually contribute a little bit, something decent to us. We do need some more goals from somewhere, folks. So, look, I actually would take him for that amount of money. I wouldn't take him for a large amount, but if it's basically peanuts and they want to offload, then why the hell not? He's a good Dutch player. I think Ten Hag probably knows him, likes him, rates him, and would probably like to have him around the setup. There are some Dutch vibes at the football club now. We've got Malacia, and we could be getting Gakpo. You know, that's about it. But there is Ten Hag as well, Mitchell as well, Mitchell van der fucking, what's his name? Mitchell van der fucking, I keep forgetting his name, guys. Mitchell van der Gaag, that's the one, Van der Gaag. Van der Gaag to rhyme with Ten Hag. That's the one. So, you know, there's some Dutch vibes around the gaff, guys. There's some Dutch vibes around the gaff. Okay, then. So, Memphis Depay, nah, you're all right, mate. Also, another one, guys. Another ex-Red that's being heavily linked to Manchester United at the moment, folks. And, in my opinion, makes a decent alternative to shithouse De Jong. Not that De Jong's a shithouse. And by the way, this guy isn't an alternative to De Jong, but he would be a decent addition to the midfield. And Herrera, guys. That's right. And Herrera. That's right, guys. That's right. I'm talking about it. Manchester United are favourite at the moment to get Ander Herrera back. But he's set for a Bilbao return, apparently. Has PSG contract termination agreed. So it's Bilbao and is apparently the team where it's going to be taking him on anyway. So, but Herrera's a fighter, says fire up. But yeah, I don't think Manchester United, we were one of the favourites to sign him, sorry. But Bilbao look like they're leading the chase, which is the team we got him from initially. But he's set for an emotional return there after PSG terminated his contract, essentially. So they finished... He's finished his time. He is 33, to be fair. And he's going to spend... It's understood... This is on Manchester Evening News. It's understood that Herrera, 33, will return to former side Bilbao, the club he spent 3 successful years at before moving to Old Trafford in his career. He is 33, yeah. He is 33. But the guy has a bit of heart about him. I mean, as a free signing, guys, if he's on okay money, not ridiculous money, as a squad player, even if he's 33, he's still better than Scott McTominay, isn't he? I mean, that's the reality. But now we're getting on for the point of, we're settling now, right? Instead of going for somebody that can help Manchester United for the next 10 years and spending money on a proper midfielder, like a Yuri Tielemans or something like that. Now we're settling, aren't we? And we're going for somebody who's just cheap and free and available. Same with if we went and got Memphis Depay for dirt cheap. It's like we're just settling for those guys, really. They're not ambitious signings, but he would be an okay addition. I think he'd be better than some of the gosh options we've got in midfield right now. But yeah, John Roberto says he's too old. Yeah, we don't want to become a retirement home here. That's very true. Still better than McTominay, and that's true, Mark Nurse. So in terms of squad depth, maybe he'd be all right if he wasn't asking for too much money. But who knows? It looks like he's going to go back to Spain anyway. Luan Francis, he can help in the short term. Yep, 33 years of age. It's not completely over the hill. He's still a good player, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't really watched much of the French Farmers League. Don't really know how he's been getting on over there, but he's done okay. So he's a decent player. He was good at United. He showed heart and determination quite a lot of the time, which is half the battle to be a United player, in all fairness. So I liked him, but it's nothing that's that realistic, in all fairness, guys. Okay, so right, what else we got to discuss here, folks? Oh, right, yeah. There's also a City report here that says that Barcelona's Frenkie de Jong to join Bayern Munich on loan. Don't know where this has come from. Mundo Deportivo in Spain, probably some absolute gash up publication reporting that Bayern are reportedly interested in taking De Jong on loan. I mean, wouldn't we be fucking interested in taking him on loan? What a bullshit story. Anyway, just had to mention it there. Okay, right, guys. So yes, that's pretty much the latest sort of stuff we've got going on there for Manchester United today. I'll just have a quick rundown of what we've discussed in this video, and then we're going to get into the Q&A with a live chat with the legends. Once again, smash that like if you're getting in here. We're only 1 like off of 250 likes. The goal for the stream is 300 likes. Smash the thumbs up if you just get in here, guys. And also hit the subscribe button if it's your first time in the stream. Please do subscribe to the channel. Have your say. Get yourself involved. And click the bell icon as well. So, in regards to Antony, Man United are preparing a bid. That's what's reported far and wide by different outlets. Simon Luckhurst, they're reporting that we are set to make a bid for Antony. We've also got an understanding that there's a bid here from Fabrizio Romano. He says there's a bid coming very soon. He reported earlier and said that both Ajax and Antony's side waiting for Manchester United. New official bid since yesterday. New proposal expected this week to push again after 80 million euros. Bid rejected. Personal terms already agreed. Antony wants the Man United move. Ajax are keen on Hakim Ziyech if Antony leaves. And just a bit more on that. Ajax and Chelsea have a new round of talks scheduled to discuss Hakim Ziyech deal. He's considered priority target for Ajax, waiting for Man United new bid for Antony. So they've already got their replacement lined up. If they lose Antony, and that's going to be Ziyech, and he will come in and replace him, and they'll make a shitload of money out of that deal, won't they? They'll make a huge profit by getting rid of Antony and bringing in Ziyech. And they won't even lose necessarily that much, because Ziyech is a good player, and he was great for them in the Eredivisie, and he's sort of in his peak of his powers, and Antony's on the up. But Antony's obviously tremendous and had a good season for them. Alex Crook reporting that Man United could bid for Antony as early as today. Ajax board split on whether to sell. Would not rule out United signing both Antony and Gakpo. So we're expecting an Antony bid very soon, an improved Antony offer. And then after the Rangers PSV game, we're expecting United could table an offer for Gakpo as well. And terms with Gakpo is not an issue, in terms of the contract. Also, Martinez posted on Insta, and Antony says, go on, with an applause and a love heart after with a win against Liverpool. We could be getting Gakpo as well as Antony, although some reports say one or the other is more likely. So Antony or Gakpo, but there's still a chance we could get both. We should get both. Fab said that on his Here We Go podcast that Cody Gakpo's prepared to say yes. Everything's ready on the player side. Man United knows that Gakpo's ready to say yes to their project. No problem on personal terms. Ruud van Nistelrooy, PSV manager, commented on Cody Gakpo's situation and said that there are a lot of rumours since a long time. It's clear we'd love to keep Gakpo here at PSV. He never changed his attitude in training after the rumours. That's so good for a young player. So, Ruud van Nistelrooy saying the right things, but resigned probably to the fact that, look, Gakpo's going to be leaving soon and Manchester United is a good destination for him. And actually, he could be the next Ruud van Nistelrooy for us. I mean, obviously not because he's not an out-and-out striker, but I mean, in terms of that stature of signing that player. When we signed Ruud from PSV for 19 mil, what a fucking absolute baller of a player he turned out to be. Instant impact, goals galore, insane strike rate. Not suggesting that Gakpo is going to be like that for us. He's a left winger. However, if you look at his stats in the Eredivisie, the amount of goals that he scored, the amount of assists that he gets, he's an absolute baller. So let's just hope he could be anywhere near that sort of a level of player for us. Yes, indeed, K-Cadet Ruud van Nistelrooy, what a legend. Also reports that Everton are in discussions with Manchester United over a move for James Garner. Would rather see him kept, but it looks like maybe he could be sold on. Fab's about to join Bailly's about to join Marseille. Fab reporting that Olympique Marseille will cover the main part of Eric Bailly's salary, and the buy clause included in the deal will be worth around 10 million euros. The deal is already completed with Man United. Bailly's currently undergoing medical tests. Then he was signed for his Olympique Marseille contract. Knowing Eric Bailly, he'll probably fail the fucking medical test. But no, he's probably already done that now in past. Who knows? James Ducker reporting that Ten Hag's told his 4 leading centre-halves that he'll operate a rotation policy. For Harry Maguire, the captaincy no longer offers the protection it once did, and this presents the biggest fight of his MUFC career. Really hope that that's true, because I think that the backline against Liverpool is our best backline at the moment, definitely. Fab says that there's no negotiations ongoing between United and Chelsea for Harry Maguire. He's expected to stay at Man United and fight for his place. No different plans on club side too. And the De Jong saga reportedly over. Various different good sources reported that Man United's pursuit of De Jong is over. So that's basically the latest news, guys. I'm going to get into the live chat now for the Q&A. Thank you all for being here. Let's get in there raw with your thoughts and opinions about everything we've discussed. 270 likes, on our way to 300 likes. Smash the like, get yourself subscribed if you're new so you can chat in the live chat, and let's be having you. Yeah, fair play. I think you could be onto something there. Kate Cadet says, Ruud's the best centre-forward I've seen at United. Well, certainly in terms of, he's the best finisher I've seen at United. Just his ability to put the ball in the back of the net was just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, his all-round play, things like I think he scored about 1 goal from outside of the box, didn't he? When it was at United, or 2 goals from outside the box. He was what you call a fox in the box. His movement in the box was unbelievable. His goal scoring, finishing ability was unbelievable. Nobody's better at it than Ruud, than that sort of stuff, than that sort of stuff. I agree. Okay. Kesha Chanangson says, when will we ship Maguire off, for fuck's sake? Even Koulibaly needs reinforcement. Yeah, exactly, but I don't know. Hopefully soon. Hopefully Ten Hag's realised that he's guff. Has Maguire's PR team been contacted yet? What's that about? Has Maguire's... Who said that? Contacted you to pick up the slab yet? Not yet, Ember Glance. Not at all. No worries, Vincent Bullock. Thank you very much, bro. Keelan Governor says, I do the updates around here, Vincent. When do you think about Antony will sign, and do you think he will be in by Saturday, says Keelan Governor. I think it could happen pretty quickly. If United are prepared to table an offer, for that sort of money, then it could be a matter of a few days that he signs. So let's say United bid today. I mean, I don't see him playing against Southampton, no. What do you think, guys? Could he be playing against Southampton, yes or no? I very much doubt it, bro. That would be absolutely insane. But you never know, pal. You never know. It could be one of those Could be one of those crazy quick transfers. If we bid 100 million euros and they accept and he flies just over, it's only an hour away, 40-minute flight away or whatever it is, has his medical done. I suppose it could all happen pretty quickly indeed, couldn't it? It could happen pretty quickly. Yeah, so there's a good understanding there that that'll be the case. Anyway, we just need to get Antony first, as Lucky's saying. Yeah, probably won't be playing for the game against Southampton. Hey, have a great one, DC84. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Appreciate it, my man. John Hyam says, any news on Ronaldo? So the latest on Ronaldo is that, well, he's going to do some sort of tell-all story in a week or two's time, isn't he? Whatever that is all about, and let everyone know the truth. Don't know what that means, but I don't know. Is that if he leaves Manchester United and gets a new deal, he's going to talk about his treatment, his guff, the guff ambition of the club, or it doesn't mean is he going to stay and then he's just going to do an interview after the transfer window closed and said, look, I never fucking wanted to leave. This is all BS from the fucking media, and I had family issues and we spent some time in pre-season and that's that, and I'm a United player, go fuck your mother. Maybe that's what he says as well, but I doubt it. I don't know. My inkling, my gut feeling is still that if a big offer came in, a decent offer that United were prepared to accept for Cristiano Ronaldo, he'd want to go. That's my gut feeling. If it was from a Champions League side, it doesn't even really matter who it is, then my gut feeling is he'd want to go. Because, well, this United side, realistically, even though we want beaten Liverpool, we're realistically not going to be challenging for much this season. So, for Ronaldo, it doesn't really match his heady ambitions. He's going to grass on Maguire, says Sim. Expose the Glazer family. Well, that'd be brilliant, Lucky Sig. Who could be Antony replacement? Well, I don't know. If you mean replacement for Ajax, it looks like they're working on Ziyech. But if you mean a replacement instead of us, like an alternative to Antony, it seems like Gakpo is a big contender to be that player. Pig, what do you think of Martinez's silence in the pundits on Monday? Oh, he was sensational, wasn't he? Twisted Fate. What a performance by him, mate. The butcher of Manchester absolutely slicing up Liverpool. It's great to see. No, he was faultless. And there you go, silence a lot of doubters. Why don't he say that now, says Orlando or Olano? There you go, he needs to, doesn't he? CR7 should keep his mouth shut, says Madhouse. I don't understand it either, in all fairness. No worries, Vince. I'll have a look later, bud. Superstar says Ronaldo's distraction is just like Pogba circus. I just say cut the ties. We need to build from scratch. Precisely. Diaby or Gakpo, says Rajat Valencia. Well, it depends who Ten Hag wants. I mean, I really do rate Diaby in all fairness. I think he's class, and he's definitely somebody that's going to bring that pace and intensity and all that sort of stuff that we need. However, look, Gakpo's obviously got those Dutch vibes, the Ten Hag vibes. So if Ten Hag wants Gakpo more, then it's Gakpo for me. If Alexander Isak is 58 million, oh man, Isak going to Newcastle away, guys. Holy shit, the bed. I mean, he's a good player, isn't he? And he's only 22 and he's going to be getting better. But yeah, that's a lot of money as well. Yeah, that's right, Rajat. Won all of his aerial duels, did you know, Piggy? What do you mean he won all of his aerial duels? In that game against Liverpool, yeah? That's fucking awesome, dude. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So statistically, he won all of his aerial duels against Liverpool. That is unbelievable, isn't it? Wow. See, that goes to show you. I mean, hopefully, it maybe only had like 2 aerial duels because Liverpool are a bit shit. But that is good, isn't it? That's what we want. We want to be seeing stats like that from the guy because there is a bit of concern that he's a bit short. But look, if he's winning all his aerial duels, you can't do any more than that. David McCarver says Piggy Diallo must be addressed. What an amount of money. David McCarver, 40 million, 43 million, wasn't it? 40 million, somewhere in that region, pounds. We pay for that player. Unbelievable, bud. Why the hell did we do that? It didn't really make any sense to me at the time, actually, because he was joining at a later date. So we spunked money we could have spent on another. Do you know what? That Diallo deal, not being funny, guys. Just putting it out there. And I don't know what I mean by this, because I don't know. But you know what? That Diallo deal, it absolutely stinks of some sort of dodgy fucking foul play. Just putting it out there. Smash a 1 if you agree. Honestly, like, what's that all about? Why did we buy a player, 40 mil, young lad, barely played any games, like, to come in, and then we haven't, like, I don't know, we haven't played him, we haven't really utilised him at all. We haven't done anything with him. It just seems like they were trying to, I don't know, did the Glazer family owe Atalanta's CEO 40 mil or some shit like that? Did he lose a bet? I don't know. All I'm saying is very strange, that whole signing, the way it was done and how he came in later and stuff. Bizarre, in fact, when we needed other players in other positions to go and spend that amount of money on a kid who's not even going to play for a while. That's bizarre. It is weird, isn't it, Orlando Arellano? Strange deal, says Lucky Singh. Yeah, I have no idea. Glazer family owed the Atalanta CEOs fucking cash, I reckon, guys. You never know. It's a strange one, that. Banco says, screenshot this. You will regret buying Gakpo. I'm Dutch, and I tell you, he's a Nottingham player. He's not made to win the Premier. He's more bad than Rashi. Okay, well, he did win the Eredivisie's Player of the Season last season there, Bankos. So I'm guessing you think that your whole league is absolutely awful then, which, as a proud Dutchman, I'm surprised that you would. And also, he's got shitloads of awesome stats last season, literally scored and contributed more than a goal a game. He can't be that bad, bud. He can't be that bad. Yeah, Rajat, he's got better stats than Antony. He's got doubly better stats than Antony. Got 3 points in your license for speeding. Oh, no, Robin. We need to aspire for glory, Pig, says Jim Watkins. Win over Liverpool is not enough. We need many wins. That's right. Let's show the balls in the next game, Jim. Good shout. Like, yeah, okay, winning against Liverpool, great result, positive game. Love to beat the Scousers. What a win. But yeah, let's see that same intensity against Southampton. Glazers to take 14 million, Jan, says Vincent. But what a bunch of shithouses, Vincent, that. Glazers have got to go. Sir Jim in, says Scott Hutchinson. John Roberto says, twisted, of course. He will say that after how much you're paying him, says John Roberto. Golden Manor says he will be a great player for us in the future. Diallo, maybe Golden Manor, but right now we haven't seen exactly enough from him, have we? But he's not playing that regularly. When we have seen him, he looks very lightweight and like he needs to go out on loan and develop a bit more, in all fairness. Right, folks, yeah, so that's how I feel about it. Diallo deal stinks, and we should have probably, yeah, he needs to go out on loan. I don't think he's going to really play much for us this season, especially if we're signing Antony, okay. John Roberts says, John Hahn, get in your head, De Jong won't be United player. He wants to stay in Barcelona. He loves the country. Yeah, okay, John, but look, they don't love him, it seems, though, John. So sometimes if you might love your girlfriend, but if your girlfriend wants to break up with you, yeah, well, it's a two-way street and you can't make her stay with you, can you? And that's kind of like how I view it with Barcelona. So if Barcelona, they want to get rid of De Jong, clearly. That's what they've been planning all summer. They accepted an offer from Man United. That's the key thing. They accepted an offer from Man United, right? They also have tried to stitch him out of money. They've also suggested that his previous contract is unlawful, and they've, got Xavi treating him like a guff merchant as well. So, it's clear from their point of view, they were trying. They may have to readdress their situation if De Jong literally sticks to his guns and says, I'm not going anywhere. Then they have to stick to their guns. But, it seems like they don't want to pay him. They're treating him orphanly, and they wanted him to go. So De Jong might love Barcelona, but I don't think that the Barcelona CEOs, the Barcelona owners and these guys love De Jong as much as he loves them. And it is a two-way street, guys. So, got to say, still possible that he leaves somewhere to go somewhere. He will play tonight. Watch the match, says John Roberto. We'll see. We'll see about that. The Vutinator says, smash that like button for the pig. I mean, he is included in their squad, to be fair. Thank you, Vutinator says, smash the like button for the pig. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dennis Johnson. Loan Garnacho to Ajax to make him ready, says Bankos. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I actually really like Garnacho, but I guess if we're signing something like Gakpo, the opportunities for Garnacho are going to be limited. But I think we should keep Garnacho around. I think he's pretty class, guys. He's pretty class. There are politicians, end of the day, says Rajat. Yeah, Eredivisie shite pig. I want United to win the title again. Well, it's not as good as, it's probably, the 5th or 6th best league in Europe. So it's a good league. Maybe 6th or 7th. It's a good league, but it's not the top leagues. So it is different. But there have been loads of players that have come over from the Eredivisie before and have been excellent, but equally bad ones as well. Orlando Orlando says Sky Sports reporting that 94 million bid coming in for Antony. Really, let's go have a look at this, bud. But interesting. So let's just see what's going on. We'll go teams, Manchester United. I don't know where this article is, but yeah, I mean, look, slow sports news on it again. We've been talking about it. It's that's what's going on, it seems. A sub to Flying Pig United getting there, 289th like. Thank you so much. Thank you, All United says, love this channel. Thank you so much, All United. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Got to fight him, says Rajat. Wonky Donkey TV says, I think the fees we pay get inflated because we pay most of the fees, but now, buy now, pay later, catalogue prices. So true, Wonky Donkey, isn't it? Yeah. Vincent says, De Jong's in a relationship with Gold Digger. He fancies Gold Digger, but doesn't realise they just want his money. A bit like Tom Jones back in the day. Vincent Bullock, isn't he with like his high school sweetheart or something? Vincent Bullock, lad. Bit of a comment you just put in there, Vinny. We've all got a lot to bring to this conversation, Vincent, but I'm putting the hat down, mate. From now on, you bring silence, please, sir. That's it. Yellow card for you, Vincent. I've dropped on the fucking floor. Yellow card for you, Vincent. You're booked, sir. You're going in the book. Steady on. Aaron, how you doing today, mate? Welcome in. Hope you're good, pal. And Tony Miles says, Viva Ronaldo. Maguire will make a good Queen's Guard, says Robin. Eredivisie is the league to develop real talent so they can go to the Prem after. Exactly, Bankos. Yeah, that's true. G-Wolf United says, every time I see Ahmad, he scores, so surely the best thing to do is play him to get more goals. Maybe, but we've got Sancho, we've got Rashford, we're talking about getting Antony and Gakpo. Like, how many games is he going to get? The odd one in the Europa League, the odd one in the League Cup or something. He kind of needs to be loaned, I reckon. Bless you, Pig. No one, best Man United fan channel. Oh, thank you, Jim Watkins. Appreciate you, bro. Pig, did you see Piers Morgan's tweet before the United-Liverpool game? I did not, but that guy's an absolute grade A tosspot. Green and gold to the club is sold. Yes, Lucky Singh, lad. Mag can be our far and not so hot cheerleader, says Rajat. Money laundering transfer, same reason why we only loan players. Maybe so. Maybe so, they're MND. Sim says Vincent Yellow Sticker. Gakpo playing tonight. I would be watching, says All United. Absolutely. Good shout, bud. Good shout. Guys, we're going to wrap this video up now. Thank you all for being here. Before we do, though, we've actually got a super chat from Connor Garrity, who's just super chatted before the end of the show, man. Thank you, Connor. He says, Glazers need to go. If De Jong does not come to the club and also did not receive money for the players we got rid of, no money for them or sold them too cheaply, says Connor Garrity. Okay, fair enough, but it looks like if De Jong's not coming, like I say, I don't think it's necessarily down to United why De Jong's not coming. We tried, we put an 85 mil bid in, which they accepted. We tried to get De Jong for Ten Hag. Ten Hag's desperate for him. So I don't think it's actually down to United. I think it's down to those Barca shithouses and perhaps down to De Jong as well. So, you know, yes, we do, but we need to spend elsewhere. That's it. If we can't get De Jong for whatever reason, now let's go and get other quality players to make this squad as quality as possible for the season. So I agree, Connor, but I actually don't think, I don't think it's down to us. I think it's down to them being tossers with De Jong. Chris Barker, thank you so much. But yeah, guys, let's everyone get a sue in the live chat there for Chris Barker. Thank you so much. Elliot Manduna says we got 300 likes. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 300 likes, baby. Guys, thank you every single one of you legends for hitting the like. Before I go, what I would love for you to do, guys, is vote for me in the nominations for the Football Content Awards. It's that time of year again, and the Football Content Awards are around. Nominate. This is the Insta post. So if you want to, you can just go and comment on it. That's all you have to do is comment my name. Tag me at Flying Pig United on this post. You just comment, nominate at Flying Pig United here. And I'll put it there. So if you're on Instagram, there's the link, guys. I'll put it in the live chat. Please do go and give us a nomination on Instagram if you want. It would help us out. Also, I'll put the other links to the nomination stuff in there. Another time for the website and for Twitter. For Twitter on another stream and stuff. But yeah, please do go check out that link. It's go and comment at Flying Pig United on it. Tag me at Flying Pig United on their comments. Thank you very much, Elliot Manduna. I appreciate you, broski. Thank you, Sud to Flying Pig United. But yeah, go and give us a vote in the old Football Content Awards, guys, if you want to nominate us for Best Creator. It's going to be harder to get nominated, I think, this year because there's like less. I don't know. It's like creators up to 5, like including teams of up to 5 or something, and I'm just one geezer. So we'll see. But look, hey, go and give us a little vote, guys. Flying Pig United. It won't hurt. Go and give us a nomination. Thank you, dudes. Thank you to 2020 TikTok compilation, Niels Gronin and Sizz Kid for subscribing to the channel. If you guys are new, then please do, please do that. In order to help us get nominated, guys. And I'll put it in the live chat again there so you guys can see what's going on. Oh, thank you very much there, G-Wolf United. Appreciate you, my man. Get in there. So Sky Sports yet reported that Man United believed to be prepared to raise their offer. Nice one. So Slow Sports News at it again. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil says, that's an easy vote. Piggy, you got it from me. Thank you so much. So yeah, you just got to click on that link and it takes you to Instagram. Then comment on that post saying at Flying Pig United, all one word. And that will register your vote for me, guys. Thank you, O'Busy, for voting, bud. Thank you, Dance Mania, Julian. Thank you, Julian. Hey, watch the show, bud. We're just finishing it. I hope you're good, Julian, you legend. Thank you, Vincent, for voting, bud. Oh, no worries, Jim Watkins, John Roberto, Julian, Elliot. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That's the end of the show. All the moderators, thanks for tuning in. All the, and keeping the live chat safe. All the members, thanks for supporting the show. And all the legends for chatting and tuning in. Everyone for bantering throughout the show. Have a great day, guys. That's it from me. More United news coming later. And FIFA back tonight as well. So keep yourself locked on the channel. Smash that like before you go. Hit the subscribe button. smash the bell icon, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch at Flying Pig United. Please go and vote for Flying Pig United at Flying Pig United on that Instagram post there as well, and help us get nominated for a FCA award. Good night, peeps. Thanks so much for tuning in, or good afternoon, I should say. Have a great day. We'll be back later with the rest of the news, folks. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.